Gabe. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Follows his blocks. It's Hill. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. He'll be dropped.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Got some green grass. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it. And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Stopped right there.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Now here's Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. Throwing Russell. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field. And then they get it, and they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
Dropping back, it's Carr. It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on its way. And he was loose and not not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Carr lets it fly. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Rush right in his face. Finds his big tight end. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the 1st period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Gets rid of it. Got the back over the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
What an awesome job in coverage there. Critical 3rd down, deep in their own end. They're able to break on the ball, swat it away, and now you set up 4th.
And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide ready to roll on offense. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Keelan Russell rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Alabama pushing the tempo. Working the ground game. He's past the marker. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Gonna run it. It's Hill. They were all over it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Now here's Russell. Look out. On the move, he fires. Right side, it's Edwards. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a first-and-goal situation.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bama! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
From deep, it's Mobley. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Play action, C.J. Carr. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Here's Carr to throw. Wide open downfield. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Mobley. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Carr. Fires left. Really good throw and a better catch to pick up a chunk of yardage.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go.
Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So it's an 80-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Russell. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with the pick. One more snap coming before halftime. The corners are walked up tight. Hits the hole. It's Mobley. Swamped immediately. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. Can they catch him? He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They go play action with Russell. Rolls right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback changing the play. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Throwing Russell. Gonna take a shot. A full dive to haul that one in. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Russell. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there and to create a negative play.
Rush is on, and the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense got it, they're on the run. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Left side, it's Mobley. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on third down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
Takes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give as they work on that clock. Knocked down immediately.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Out wide right, it's Mobley. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Straight ahead, it's Mobley. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Carr. Right side, it's Mobley. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Keelan Russell.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now,
he's going to fire deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. They put the brakes on him.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Finds his target. Made a defender miss. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the right. Calls it in. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Mobley. No room to run, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Trying to run it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Russell. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready.
He's got it on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Right down the middle. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This off.
A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible strike. Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun. Turning it on. The 50. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Wow, we knew coming into this one this offense wanted to start fast, but David, how about that run and the vision and his ability to spring himself up into the second level, and you saw the speed. That's the kind of play early in a game that'll get your attention.
Get your attention and get the offense rolling. Get them in a rhythm. Like, you're not depending on your quarterback. Your offensive line did a great job paving the hole.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now here's Sayet. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Gonna take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Sayin from the gun on third down. Another incompletion on third down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Sayin. Looking deep down the right side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And it's up and no good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Russell on play action. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throwing Russell. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 2nd and long here. They want to run this quarterback. Pull to the ground. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here comes the heat. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Tavian St. Clair shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keelan Russell makes the grab down the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Sets his feet. It's Russell. Buying time to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Hits inside. It's Hill. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Russell. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Looking to take a shot. Makes a catch. Run out of bounds after the long... They've got it now, first and goal.
And this is why I love sudden change situations. When you get a turnover, oftentimes coordinators like to take a shot right away. The defense is back out on the field. They're trying to communicate. Sometimes they're discombobulated. They're sleepwalking a little bit. And the offense takes advantage, taking a shot. They're coming up with an explosive play.
The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Deep in the end zone, it's Scott. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Throwing Russell. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It may not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Trying to squeak through the pile. The Tide will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they did the sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Still looking to his right. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Long way to go on 2nd down. They give it to him again. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks this one through, and that's been anything but easy for this kicker. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keelan Russell. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
See some running room. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Say it. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The quick game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's Sayin to throw. They're all over him. Took a shot as he threw.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. Sayin from the gun on third down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch in the end zone. PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Scott. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Russell. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. On the return, it's Rodgers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Looking for running room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed.
Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Mack from the gun on third down. Pulls it in. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get...
Oh, he wants it all. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Running inside. It's Hill. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Has to have it on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown time. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to be heard above the noise. He's going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30.
And this team right now has got to be in some shell shock.
Station, Texas. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. From deep, it's Morrill. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. On the run, it's Owens. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Drag down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Horton. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Texas A&M going quickly. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches. And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up the sack.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Throwing Reed. A shot toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Quick give. It's Owens. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Carr above the noise. Out wide left, it's Williams. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here's Carr to throw. Makes the grab. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The give is to Williams. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field is this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Irish send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Final play of the quarter coming. Making the adjustment on the play. Reed. Rush right in his face. Caught. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Reed. Moves to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Keeps it moving, it's Owens. Turning it on! Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Here's Reed to throw. Takes the heat. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morrow. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. On the draw, it's Owens. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets
picked off. What a play to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Great place to start for this offense. Carr throws quickly. There he goes. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Danzy. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. It's the Baylor Bears and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, the the Baylor head coach told me pregame, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Bears headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Trying the left side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Texas A&M going up tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Owens. On the stop. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it. Runs through a tackle. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. Flush to the left. The throw. Left side is Armstrong. He's dropped.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Reed. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense all over it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he's got some space. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Driving forward, it's Owens. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down.
And he's in! Touchdown, Aggies! When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going with the ground game left. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Drives inside. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Looking for space, it's Turner. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing, Lagway. Out wide right, it's Turner. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the stats. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. He'll throw it. Out wide left, it's Turner. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Lagway. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
They're trying to hit the angle route to the running back coming out of the backfield. It's a good route, but the running back couldn't make the catch.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Release to the back. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Reed on the play action. Rolls right. Right side, it's Riley. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Forget about
A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Turns it upfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires quickly. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to...
It's complete! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside. But I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarding.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He makes the catch. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. They want to get this defense on its heels. Got it back on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run the counter. All over him immediately.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Just got rid of that one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
To the air, it's Chambliss. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The give to the left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
And man, another nice run, and you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got 1 touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Mensah. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, it's Fletcher. Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Canes!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. And no one can get a handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds on the onside kick attempt. First play of the period, first down here. On the run, it's Lacey. Fights off a defender. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're second and long, 9 yards to go. The handoff. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Looking for a man, it's Chambliss. Turns it upfield. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A great catch and run for 6. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Fletcher. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Mensah to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Powers inside. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Handoff again. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. Fourth down coming. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Defense in press coverage. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Right back to the well. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Throwing right. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Needs it here on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. On the ground, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Rebels. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, it's Fletcher. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. DB's right up on the receivers. Throwing, Mensah. Looking down the middle. He's got him this time. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Fresh center downs going to the air. He unleashes a long one. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Miami! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Using his legs, it's Pringle. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's going to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Straight ahead, it's Lacy. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Unloads to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Gotta make the play on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. Oh, he got loose. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Rebels. And the comeback is on. On to attempt the try.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Mensah. Grabs it in the middle. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Drops back on 1st down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Out wide right, it's Lofton. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone, it's Pringle. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Here's Mensah to throw. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Chambliss. Fires to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Throwing, Mensah. Look out. Still looking for a man. Rolling right and going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Canes. He got a just dusted the field.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing and making life so hard on this offense.
Buying time to his right. He's going to take off. Bring him down.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Sets his feet, it's Chambliss. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Snags it down the right side. Lots of room to run. The 20. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, oh man, I love the patience of this quarterback. Great job letting the play develop, buying a little bit of time. Receiver starts on the left side of the field. He comes all the way across to the right side for the big touchdown catch.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically.
Throws toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So Miami signals for a timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unleashes one. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like,
sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Buying a little time to his left. On the run, fires downfield. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why...
He's looking deep. Goes high to pull it in. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Night by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a... It's a mid-stride inside the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Mensah. He wants to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Tough run here. It's Kringle. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Canes.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Here's the return from inside the 25. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Still looking. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 4 wideout set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Rushes on. And he avoids the sack.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't
looking for a huge play. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires immediately.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these are...
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Drops back. It's Russell. He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Throwing Russell. Here comes the heat. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Russell unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Hits inside, it's Hill. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Using his legs, it's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Running inside, it's Davison. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good, strong tackle. Third and long right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Going to try to get it himself. First down and more. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
2nd and long here.
Well, nice job that time by the defense locking in. We've seen earlier in this drive, this quarterback.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Running the red zone. It's Davison. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Mack. Buys time to his left. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Long way to go on second down. Keelan Russell trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. As we get a look at the numbers so far, they've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go play action with Russell. Moving to his left. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Russell throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running.
Makes the catch on the right side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Got his man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here's Moore to throw. Left side, it's Davison. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Moore to the air. Under pressure. Buried before he could blink.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Second down, gonna throw it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fourth down, Moore. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Deep in the end zone, it's Davison. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick give, it's Davison. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Follows his blocks. It's Davison. He breaks a tackle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Davison. Got the first down. Got a little grass. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Dante Moore. They're all over it. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. He wasn't able to.
Pulls it in on the right. Turning on the Jets. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. Alabama quickly back to the line. Give to the back. Swapped immediately. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Russell.
And man, it's not.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore. Right side, it's Stewart. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on first. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown Ducks! Rolled his way into the end zone.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And he puts through the extra point. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Picked off, not the second half start they'd hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. Inside the... And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it, because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Hard running there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Cuts it upfield. It's Hill. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Trying the run, it's Riggs. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Breaks into the open.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Turns into the pile, and he won't make it to the marker. Stonewall for the second straight play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hill. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Alabama pushing the tempo. Might as well run him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Throwing Russell. A little release to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Russell will throw for it on 4th. A strike downfield. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great... He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Russell. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. Bringing it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go
right down the boulevard. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing more. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Here he comes with the return. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Keelan Russell still looking to his right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Russell. Out wide left, it's Hill. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Out wide right, it's Riggs.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Wide 3-3. Wide 3-3. Hydro, hydro. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3. 3-3
it's Riggs. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Rush right in his face. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play.
And he's got room. The 30. He's at the 20. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good. But milk the clock, and it will be your friend. They'll run it. It's Hill. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Russell. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Throwing Russell. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Now here's Russell. Blasted as he lets it go. It's Columbus, Ohio. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Finds a crease, it's Jackson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose on the right. At the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going very up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30, past the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Say it. Smith with the grab over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass.
Going deep. Snags it inside the 20. point here would tie the game.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. On the move at the 30. Flying out to the left. He's at the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Breaks into the open. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Booster, booster. Ready, go.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Again, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The Bulldogs in the hurry up. keep it on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's a give to Frazier. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The fake and wants to throw. Flush to the left. He turns it loose to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Throwing, say it. Complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Saying back to the air. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Sayin fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. And that last carry pays off with a C note, already at 100 yards.
And he's done it with so much balance and so much power and so much speed. He's really shown you that he's a great back in a multitude of ways. And guess what? It's still the first half.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Looking for the tie with the extra point. All even up after that one. Basically basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Second and long here. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Escapes the pressure going right. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll give to Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They get to him as he throws. It's caught downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Georgia going up tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Stockton. Takes a hit as he fires. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Touchdown, Bulldog! Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Say it. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Finds a man on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Look out! Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Takes the handoff. It's Bowens. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the right. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in. Quarterbacks love when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Again, it's Sayin. He lets one fly deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Going for 6. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Just feeds the running back.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Guys, look at this. You're surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! They take the lead here in the second half. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking for a crease, it's Bowen. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the right. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try it over the left side. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Throwing, say it. He's got it. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at...
Makes the grab and room to run. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Zayn. Got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Lining up to add another. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. The 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Buckeyes! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. That pass is incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Dogs want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established. And this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well. But they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success. And they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. On first down, Nate Frazier wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Fitted in the window for the score. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's Sayin to throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on...
Snags it and he's open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, bleed the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
Say it. Move to his right. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the gun on third down, Saying. The throw to the outside is complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
I love the play call in this situation. You need one first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run.
Sneaks into the end zone.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Stepping to the right. Reels it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Snags it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. 25 ticks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. 25 ticks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly.
Man, what a bad time to get a penalty. Like, this defense was in position to maybe get the ball back, make something happen. Palmer, undisciplined, make the mistake.